Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play Survival series. In today's episode, we're going to get started on our industrial district with a basalt farm slash stonemason build. You'll see that coming up here real soon. But then after that, we do the biggest build of my world so far, and probably the biggest survival build I've ever done in Minecraft. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. If you feel like the episode deserves a like, please hit the thumbs up, comment your favorite part of the video, and tell your friends to subscribe. Also, if you aren't subscribed, you subscribe as well. Also, if you guys have any names for my city, it would be incredibly helpful because I am not entirely sure what we want to call this place just yet. In the previous episodes, we built that awesome downtown street. I still need a name for that. I'm kind of thinking Eternals Street. I don't know why that is really the name that just seems to be sticking in my mind so much. This one street here is going to turn into a couple of other side streets, and then another build right over my head here. Over here, we got a ginormous building planned. But today, our focus is going to be back behind me on that little plateau that is now covered in trees. In the future, we'll have some other farms there, like maybe some cobblestone farms and a moss farm and a few other ones. Wow. I am pretty, but that is pretty. That is pretty back there. A castle will look very good right there. I could just sit here on this bench all day. Just look right down here. All right, well, just spent a little bit of time getting some of my tools repaired, at least a little bit. So now that I have my axe done, I'm gonna go chop down some trees. All right, I think that should be enough tree clearing for right now. I'm gonna go collect a little bit of resources and get this build started. So for this build, I need a little bit of dark oak wood, mainly stripped logs, as well as some dark oak slabs. Most of you may not remember, but at the very beginning of the season, I spent a good amount of time clearing out almost an entire dark oak forest. And right now, I'm very much regretting turning all of that dark oak wood to sticks. I turned it all into sticks to trade with some freaking villagers at the very beginning of the season. I had several double chests full. What was I thinking? Alright, now we've got an entire shulker box. Minus a little bit, but each tree is about at least 40 logs, so I don't want to get a whole lot more than that right now. Just want to get all that I can carry, and gonna head back up to my barn and collect the rest of the resources I need. Alright, so just finished up getting a couple of little pieces of blue ice, not stacks, just a couple pieces of it for our basalt farm. And I'm gonna be heading right over and starting the build. Of course, I'm gonna have to spend some time at the basalt farm first after I get that built. Yeah, I remember looking for some prismarine and stuff in the last episode. 100% forgot that there was an ocean monument literally right there. Didn't have to travel, 1,000 blocks that way, because this is literally where our big, port harbor, whatever the best word is for it, it's going to be. Yeah, as we land in here, I will drop all of my shulker boxes and show you guys what we're going to have in the build. Oh, jeez. So we have all of that, all the stone, this is all the wood bits, and then this is just some of the random decor bits. But the vast majority of the build is actually made out of polished basalt and basalt. So I'm going to build up the little farm real quick and get started on grinding out a whole bunch of basalt. Then we finish the base just in time for night. Oh no. Where's my bed? I need my bed. Oh no. I gotta run and go grab a bed. I'll be right back. Okay, I may have ran into a problem here. Yeah, just give me 1 minute to get this fixed. Oh god, okay. I just really enjoy showing you guys how much of a Minecraft noob I actually am. I definitely set this all up with mud because I thought it just needed to be a block that could easily be, the hopper minecarts could easily grab the the basalt as it's getting destroyed. So then I wasn't paying attention and was like, oh, I need soul sand. So I grabbed soul sand and I did it and I burned myself again. And then I was like, I'm just gonna get soul soil. I was just trying to be lazy and just get what I had. So now that I have soul soil, it actually works. So I'm finally going to start farming some basalt now. My goodness. So after about 10 or 12-ish minutes of AFKing, I got all of this polished basalt and then all of this regular basalt. That obviously the polished basalt was crafted from the regular basalt. So I do have enough to finish the build, and I also had enough to just kind of cover this because there was some that was leaking. But yeah, I'm gonna get to building this and check in with you guys when it's all finished. Time lapse time. Just a little annoyed. I went to go record those time lapses for that build, and the replay decided it just wasn't going to work. So I guess I'm just gonna have to build something bigger and better for you guys so that you actually have a time lapse in this episode, because I know how much you enjoy those. And if you don't enjoy those, I do. So we're definitely gonna do one. We've got our main city area, as well as now at the beginning of our industrial district. I feel like from afar this building looks pretty awesome. From here you can see all the details. Once we get up there a little closer, you're not gonna be able to see it all, so it's kind of showing it off from here. Got the little pipes, little workstation on the side. I'll show that all up close just as soon as we land over there. And obviously this will all get blended in. We'll get some paths and all of that in here, but for now, it's just a little standalone shop. Gonna have to get some little port stuff out here. Yeah, so we have this little workstation over here. We will have several spots in here for some stonemason villagers once we start getting all of those moved from over there. So right here, I'd break this, and then that's obviously where all the basalt is. Got a little collection system. Need to turn that into some stairs. And then we got another little workstation up here and a cool little storage area. And then out the side, got a nice little viewing platform over the area. Maybe the people working can see when the boats are coming in to pick up their shipments. And another little storage area, another little workstation storage area, as well as another little viewing spot. But the part that I feel like is probably the coolest is obviously the giant forge. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think of the build. I think we may have to do some either terraforming or some extra building. Okay. Well, I'm currently 2 days after when I was hoping to get this episode out originally, and after getting this next build together and seeing the material list, yeah, we're gonna be a little later. Didn't really think about the scale of this build when I said I was going to do it, so I need to get at least 5 or 6 more shulker box just to get all the materials in there. I think I may need more, I don't know. But then aside from that, I also have to do a ton of terraforming, and I was just thinking, this is probably going to be the biggest individual build that we will do. The castle that'll be behind me will be, I think I'm going to split that up into several parts because there's no way that it can be done. So I'm going to look at the day. We're at day 797. We're going to see just how many days it takes us to collect all of our resources and then build this thing. I think in the next episode I'm going to need to make a creeper farm because your boy needs some gunpowder and he's got none. May have gotten a little too greedy killing some creepers and zombies and skeletons. I think it's time to finally collect the resources that we need and start building this bad boy. That's a fair bit of iron. I'm really hoping that this isn't enough iron. Now I just gotta find all this cool. That's a solid amount of copper. So, if you've ever been like me and wondered how much calcite is in one of these deposits that just sits on the mountains, it's about that much. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to this build. I probably shouldn't have included so much copper without an actual copper farm and a aging facility. And this should do it. Down the bottom right, materialist is gone. We now have all the materials we're going to need for this build. And it's not just in here. I'll get them all. Wow, I got a little bit of a mess to clean up. I will get this mess cleaned up, show you guys all of our materials and my giant shulker mess that I will have set up right around here, and get started on the build. And just wanted to do a little update. I believe we're right around day 800 beginning, and now we're at day 851. That was a pretty healthy amount of time it took just to collect all of the materials. This is going to be a big build. Got the whole copper mess picked up and got all of our shulker boxes laid out. Definitely my biggest build so far. I think it's 30,000 total blocks. Obviously, a lot of stone bricks. Others, some wider blocks. I'm going to start with the exterior, and well, first I'm actually just going to do the whole pretty much base layer and check in with you guys after that. As you can tell by what I've got here, got diorite, a bunch of calcite, and then a snow block as well. Officially made it almost halfway. Yeah, we're going all the way down there. I don't even think we're halfway. I think right where these stone blocks are might be about halfway. Enjoy the rest of the time lapse. I am curious, as we're going through this time lapse, if any of you may recognize this build. It is pretty much, it's not block for block, but it is very, very similar to a build that I've seen in real life in my travels. Last summer I was in Ireland, so I'll give you guys that little bit of a clue. This is inspired by an Irish cathedral. If you know the build, let me know in the comments. Okay. And finally, the build is finished. I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. But honestly, the interior is the part I'm most excited for. Need to do a little bit of terraforming outside, but we've got our first patron in here. He's a little invisible, but what do you guys think about this interior? I just feel like if you're gonna build a cathedral, it's gotta look like this, right? At least pretty dang close. I do think one of my favorite details of this build, right over there, is the organ in the back. You can't really see it as much from here, but he's got a little piano station, and then the organ pipes sticking up from there. But just front to back, I feel like this is a pretty good build. Pretty dang good. And just for anybody wondering, it took just under 100 days to collect the materials and build this cathedral. Almost mega. This episode is already several days later than I thought it was going to be when I knew it was going to be late. It was worth the wait. I also hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed this amazing build. I will be doing a little bit of work along the outside of it in the next episode. But for this episode, I think we've done enough work so far. This whole build is about 30,000 blocks and took me, I don't know how many hours to design and creative, and then almost an equal amount of time, if not longer, to build this. Because, yeah, it's a lot of the same, but there's also a whole lot of detail packed in. And there's monsters underneath. Just, we're gonna forget about those. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like, as it does help to get this out to more viewers. And I do have some spare rooms back here, so if you guys would like to have rooms back here, let me know what kind of build palette you'd like in it and what you'd like in your room, and I could build it for you and it'd be all yours. This one might be, I may just make this one on my own. But there's some other rooms over to the side as well as over to this side for you guys to check out. Anyways, sorry, back to the outro. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave it a like if you feel like it deserved one. Comment what you'd like to have in these rooms back behind me, as well as what the name of our city should be. And until next time, have a good one. Bye. And don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends, because we growing. And I need everybody to see these videos.